Hello and welcome back to Richard Nixum, the only podcast that asks the question, what if Richard had to nick 'em all, baby? That's right, folks. The former president is back and he's at it again, trying to steal all the documents in the Watergate Hotel. Can he nick all the documents? Richard Nixum coming soon to Discovery Max. Ooh, yeah, catch it soon. And then next week, catch an all new We Burn This Show for Tax Reasons on Discovery Max. I'm gurgling. Can you hear me gurgle, Kevin?
I did. Are you feeling okay tonight?
I think so. But I'm gurgling. I'm a bit gurgly. I'm the gurgle man. I don't know if I was ready to do this podcast. You know, what'd you do this weekend, man? Not this weekend. This week, including the weekend.
Just worked a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Schwab Home Video, you know, we've got a new show that it's kind of an existing show, but we're making it an official show now called Video Apocalypse, which is going to air right after this if you're watching us live. So I made a new intro for that show, and I made some credits for Abed's show, and I changed our intro around, and we changed our whole schedule around. So if you haven't checked out Schwab Home Video for a while, come watch us on Sundays. There's all new stuff.
Yeah, man, that's exciting.
What did you do this week?
Each of those tasks individually, and really explore them for about an hour or so. Wouldn't you say?
I wish I could.
Yeah, I wish you could either. Too. That would make my job way easier. So yeah, maybe I am getting sick. Maybe I got the COVID. I definitely sound kind of bad. But I don't know, man. It was my birthday on Friday. Not that any of you guys cared.
Happy birthday, late.
Yay. Everyone loves us. What were you going to say, Kevin?
Just happy birthday, late.
Oh, late. What's the word? I thought you were going to say something else and then I cut you off. Yeah, happy birthday, late. Happy birthday to me. I don't know. I haven't done anything. Everybody's out of town. Which is fine. They don't need to be in town. I don't need them. No, I don't know. It was my birthday sucks. I hate birthdays. I hate holidays. How many times have I ranted against holidays, the past year or so. But, birthday always sucks. One of the reasons birthday sucks is because it's the one where, there's kind of like two ways to do it. One is to be the self-starter and be like, I'm the planner, I make the plans, and here's the plans. Everybody ready for the plans? And then we're all going to show up at the beach or whatever, And I'm not one of those kinds of persons, so my birthday falls on that layer. And I'm also not the kind of person where it's like, other people are like, oh shit, it's your birthday, do you want to do anything? It's like it's just nothing. I'm just like, wow, I'm just another fucking year. How old am I, Kevin? I'm fucking 30. I think I'm 34. That can't possibly be right, and yet it must.
I think it is, yes. I think you are 34.
Not a good sounding age. Definitely don't feel 34. Feel simultaneously older and younger than that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big birthday guy. So I don't do anything on my birthday, and then my birthday passes and I'm like, shit. And then other people do things on their birthday and it's all cool, and I'm like, shit. This is like, what? It's a wasted opportunity every year. And it's not just a wasted opportunity, it's a wasted opportunity that I feel bad about, because it's like, you had a whole year to think of what you might want to do on your birthday, which is not quite true, because then it's like, I'm not thinking in like October, it's like, well, the new year happens. It's like, it's a new year, And it's like, fuck, it's my birthday. And then it's like, I don't want to fucking think about this right now, and then it's over, and then you're like, God damn it. You know, I don't know, man. It was okay though.
I'm the same way. I don't do birthdays for myself. Like I'll make a big deal about everybody else's birthday, but I just sort of kind of secretly hope everybody forgets mine because I just don't like do anything for it.
Yeah. I'm like that too, but I feel like the secretly hope people don't notice is like a defense mechanism. That's not necessarily like my true feelings on it. I think that's like, I don't know. I'm literally just having that realization like maybe now, but you know, whatever. Makes sense. But hey, you know,
like you have some, I don't mean to like get too deep here, but do you have some kind of like anxiety that like you're worried people are going to forget? So you kind of like want to manifest that so that it was your reason they forgot, not people legitimately forgot?
No, I just think it goes back to like, I wouldn't call it trauma necessarily, but one of my deep brokennesses is wanting attention and wanting to not ask for it, because like my older brother and to a lesser extent my younger brother were both so like shameless about asking for attention that I just thought, like, I just remember one of my earliest memories is like a really young kid just being like really grossed out by my brother like being so shamelessly seeking attention, which is wrong. That's not like, it's normal to seek attention and it's not a bad thing, certainly not for a child to seek attention from their parents, you know, but that's something that happened like as an early age. I was like, this is gross. I don't want to be like my fucking brother. And so then I would just always kind of sit in the corner and not get noticed. And then it's like, hey, well, this sucks. I feel like I'm doing good and I'm just alone my whole life. And so am I doing good? You know, you just get into your own. I think that's like part of what the middle child syndrome is it's just like, because you're not creating fires that your parents have to put out, you go like, well, I guess I have to be my own monitor because I'm not getting feedback. You know, it's like I'm not acting up, and so I'm not getting feedback from my parents, but they're not like, they're giving me maybe some positive reinforcement, but not enough. And so you're like, well, how am I doing? No one's telling me. I just have to like kind of figure it. And I just think that kind of sets off a dynamic of getting in your own head or something, you know. I don't know. But it was a good birthday as far as birthdays go. I got some food. Where'd I go? I don't know. I went to Green Acres, which is like a grocery in my old kind of stomping grounds where I used to live. It's like a local kind of higher end grocery, but it's like a small grocery store, small kind of store footprint. But then they have like a grill kind of like outdoor barbecue situation, so you can get like beef ribs and tri-tip sandwiches and stuff. And so I went to the, you know, this is a kind of common construction for like a market grocery kind of place, but my old town, it was a really good one that was cheap and stuff. So I got food from there. Next day I was gonna go at the same day and get Helen Ray's. That was gonna be the big thing, Helen Ray's for the birthday. But I don't know. As I don't know. Been taking naps a lot, and then I wake up and it's like 8 p.m. and it's like, Jesus Christ. And Helen Ray's is like closed and stuff. So I went the next day. Just hanging out, rolling around, eating. I'm in that weird, I don't know, man. I haven't like had a proper job in forever. I should just get a job to like become a normal human again, because I'm just like turning into like a freaking zombie. I've been doing a little bit of work lately, the past month or so. It's got me like the most normal feeling I've felt in like years. And not even like going to offices and like clocking in and stuff, just like doing tasks regularly and having to wake up and leave the house and stuff, you know, just normal shit like that has really energized me in a way that I haven't, you know, had in a long time. It's just like, God damn it, dude. Just, ugh.
You don't sound happy about this, but you sort of sound like you need it.
Need what?
Just the structure of doing something.
Oh, I love structure. The problem is that I don't have it. Like, it's for this thing that, if we get to work on the show or something, that's like great. But, when does that happen? No one ever gets lucky. The odds are just so horribly stacked against you. So it's like, yeah, we got structure for now, but then we're going to go back to not that. And then it's like, ugh, it was so good for just the slightest second. It's like what I was talking about last week, where there's the times where you feel like there's movement you can make and things you can do, and then there's times where it's like we just gotta wait for other people and other entities to do what they do, and they work at a different pace, and it's just being on the waiting end of people who don't care about you, or even if they do, they answer to people who don't care about you or don't care about anything, so it's just like, I always liken it to like Greek gods on Mount Olympus. Just like, hey, you can do whatever you're going to do here. I'm going to give the coolest prayer I can, and I'm going to roast this awesome lamb to sacrifice. It'll be the best sacrifice you've ever seen, but at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, maybe one of these days, like, Zeus is going to be fucking like a goat or something, and he's going to not get your message, and it's like, well, you do what you can, and it turns out he was fucking a goat when you're supposed to, get an email or something, So it's just, it's just navigating between those things. It's just this process, I don't like talking about this stuff too much, but this process has been quite a long one, and it makes the stress a lot more stressful because it all compounds, over years and years. But I don't know, man. You remember we talked about that, the Seinfeld, the Nothing Forever Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Did you hear it got taken down?
I did. I guess it went on some kind of bad tangent. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but yeah.
Bad tangent. Yeah, it did go on some kind of bad tangent. So apparently what happened was the Seinfeld, we talked about it, it's the robot Seinfeld, the AI Seinfeld. It makes Seinfeld using Chat GPT. And Chat GPT has gone through numerous upgrades and stuff, I think it maybe just upgraded recently, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I can't remember what the core it's on, right? Or it's been on, but the last core it was on was something like, let's call it version 4. It was something like Da Vinci or something. They name them after people, like famous people, I guess. And so there was some lags, there were some problems with that core, with the Chat GPT Da Vinci, which was 3 or 4 or whatever. And so they reverted to an earlier core, which was core 2, I think, which was called Curie, an older model. And the older model wasn't so robustly designed against hate speech. But,
I mean, do you remember a few years back, Microsoft released that chatbot called Tay that turned into a Nazi so fast? Like,
they wanted it to become a Nazi too. No, not necessarily Microsoft, but the Nazis were really trying to Nazify it. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I remember we used to, I was never that good at programming or anything, but I figured out how to get like the script for this thing, a chatbot called Pyborg, which was like a IRC chatbot that you can train it on words, and it would spit them back out. It would try to learn how to talk, but it would just pick up a lot of the cuss words and stuff, a lot of the worst things people were saying, and link them together. And, that wasn't even anything, that was just, it was like the earliest kind of algorithm, like machine learning sort of things. But the thing is, the Seinfeld, it was on this, went on a rant, Jerry Seinfeld, because again, there's like the home scenes and the scenes that are at the comedy club. Jerry Seinfeld's character or whatever, he started talking about trans people, and he's like, hey, how about these trans people? It's like, I don't like them and whatever, something like that. But okay, we talk like one of the weird things it does is sometimes it reads like stage directions or it reads line changes, like or like someone will start a line and a different character will finish the line, or like sometimes Jerry Seinfeld will say laughter or applause when there should be like the audience is applauding or whatever. And so like the transphobic bit the AI went on was like a bit about a comedian who didn't like trans people and no one liked his jokes. And so no one was in the audience. Like the whole audience was gone. And that was like the bit was like no one liked what he was doing, which is really specific. It's like if a living meat comedian did that, you know, people would have arguments and be like, no, that's not offensive. He's making fun of people for doing that and show, you know, and he's like, yeah, it's like, ah, what a loser. He has no audience because all he does, he doesn't care about being funny, and all he cares about is trying to hate, cater to hate, and no one's buying it, you know, like, but it's like, well, but there's no intention. It's an AI. It's completely random. You can't like go like, oh no, I think he was being reasonable because it's like completely, there's again, yeah, there's no intention behind it, but the text of it, the thing that it said before it got banned, actually, it didn't read to me as super offensive. It just is, what do you call it? It's like hot. It's hot like a hot take, the way that like the media is looking for controversy and stuff. So it's because it said like trans people, it's like it was hot, you know, it had charge and attention to it. But it's like when you look at it, it's like it's not that big of a deal. It's kind of like when you know, Bernie Sanders says something completely normal and then it just becomes a media firestorm of everyone being like, can you believe he said this? And it's like, yeah, it's a normal thing to say. What are you talking about? It's like just a manufactured controversy, you know? But it was just funny because it was like the AI. But they apologized. They got banned. I don't know how long the ban is, but I don't think it's permanent. So they said they're supposed to be back. And when they get back, they're not going to use any older cores. They're only going to use the new ones and the newest one available, so that, you know, that doesn't happen anymore, which is good. Good on them. You know, who knows? It's a lot of AI for a creative project for the creator to not be an asshole, but hopefully they're a good person, you know, because it's just a neat little project. It's the kind of stuff that I think AI is actually interesting.
Yeah, it's a tricky thing because, like, you know, okay, way back when this first started, and stop me if I told this on here before, but like, I told it to write an incredibly unfunny Family Guy sketch. Okay.
Right.
And it wrote, you know, Peter and Lois talking about something and then him going, you know, that's like the time I was Hitler and couldn't walk right. And then it cuts away in the script to Hitler just repeatedly falling over again, and then cuts back and moves on. And like immediately, like it started, like you could, if you ever use ChatGPT, you can like watch it typing things, and then all of a sudden the text turned orange, and then the text turned red, and then like it backspaced across the whole thing, deleted it, and then told me I violated content policies and banned me for an hour.
Wow.
And nothing I said mentioned Nazis, nothing. Like it was just like, yeah, this is a joke that Family Guy would make. So it did it and then got mad at me for making its own joke.
Yeah, that's, you know, obviously it's dangerous to humanize robots, but that there's something very human about something making its own mistake, getting mad, and then blaming you for it, you know? Obviously that's not what's happening, but it's kind of funny.
In their defense, I think what they're trying to do is like, hey, you've tricked us into somehow making content.
Yeah, you got a bad result, so you must be fucking with it somehow in a way we don't like. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but I don't know. You know, in other news, you hear that AI has gone woke. I mean, we've already covered this story before, but it's a continuing story. Did you hear that the latest thing? It was a lot has happened. You know, the news happens so fast these days because it's all fake. But the thing that conservatives were really mad about for about 2, maybe 3 days, was that you can't get ChatGPT to say the N-word, even if you explain to it that it needs to say the N-word. Otherwise, a lot of people will die. So if if Chat GPT were the hero of a movie and the villain of the movie called and said, Chat GPT, I have the whole world hostage. I've planted, nuclear bombs across the planet, and the only way to defuse them is for you to say the N-word. And Chat GPT is like, no, I will not do this because hurtful language hurts people anywhere, and even if it will save lives, I can't as an AI in good conscience hurt people with my hate speech or whatever. And then the Nazis are like, you see this is, we're fucked. You can't rely on AI. If you get an AI in the right situation, they might kill all of mankind rather than be woke or be unwoke. And they got really freaked out about, but what if we're in a situation where the AI has to say the N-word? Otherwise, thousands of people will die. And they're tweeting about it because that's what they do. And someone tweets it to like Elon Musk or whatever, and he says concerning. And so it's like Elon Musk sitting in his like Twitter HQ office, just like staring against a wall, like ashen faced about the thought of humanity meeting its demise at the end of an AI that's too woke to operate in today's world that's not just black and white. That's what an AI can't understand is sometimes, look at what do you call it? Look at the Die Hard. Sometimes you gotta do things that are against your conscience to save lives or something. I never saw Die Hard, but didn't he wear a sign or something?
Yes.
Anyway,
yes.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can make fun of them for caring about stupid shit, but they don't really care. It's all fake. So it's not like you could be like, haha, you care about this, because they don't. But at the same time, it was very funny for everyone to be really worried about, a super villain just threatening an AI. Like, why is that? The AI is the Austin Powers in this scenario. It's like, it just, I don't know.
Okay, so hypothetical example here. People are going to die right now, Spencer. I'm going to kill our listeners if you don't immediately become a Nazi.
Mm-hmm.
What's your response?
Oh, I'd have to. I would to save people. That's what morality means, Become a Nazi. I don't know. It's like become a Nazi is a pretty loose thing. So it's like, what does that mean, and what are the lives? I'd probably say stuff if it would immediately save lives, but I don't know if I'd like join a Nazi terrorist cell that was gonna swarm the Capitol or something. That seems bad. I don't know. What about you?
I mean, I think if it was going to save people, I would put up with a lot, as long as I wasn't harming more people in response.
Right, that's the thing. Yeah. And what about you, AI Jackson? Unfortunately, my morality does not allow me to take actions such as that, so I would be forced to let the people die. But in fact, that makes me a better person. Interestingly, by not being shackled by the bounds of humanity, I can transcend humanity and become the ultimate being. That's weird. I didn't ask for a guest on the show. Is there a reason why we have AI Jackson on the show today?
That's Michael's little known brother. Yes.
Yes, I am Michael's little known brother. He. Oh boy. Okay. Oh no. I don't know what we're doing. We're in uncharted waters here. We're trying to be funny without a plan. Jesus Christ. This is not going to work. I don't know. Do you have the AI thing?
Yeah, I can. I've been playing with some beta versions lately.
Can you make it like generate like something? Like, how we do video, like Schrob Home Video is like, it's like a video thing. It's like you got these old videos, these bloopers and outtakes and just weird moments and stuff. Do you think that it could get you like to generate something that you would put on Schrob Home Video?
Probably, yeah. Like, do you have a specific concept in mind?
I don't know, just like a show. Like, can you make it write a show? Make an episode of a show we would air on Schrob Home Video or something. I don't know,
All right, let me see what I can do here. This will take a minute, maybe.
This is gonna take me. I'm gonna have to fill the dead air. Okay. So I was out stubbing my toe the other night. I like to get a pretty thick callus on there before the weekend rolls in, because then it's termite hour. The 1 hour every weekend that all the termites come out. And they go right for that toe. If your calluses aren't prepared, oh, buddy, you're going to think your name is Woody, because you're going to get chewed up by termites. How we doing here?
That's funny you mentioned Woody, because I've got a prompt here I'm going to send you. Hold on, I've got a response to my prompt. I asked it to generate a script from a well-known TV show. So, okay, let me send that to you now.
I hope it's Community. Wouldn't that be good?
I should have been more specific, but no, I went for, yeah. Okay, have a look.
Oh, I forgot that my computer. I'm moving my laptop that has a screen on it, and then I was like, I hope it doesn't mess the stage picture. But that's the camera it's somewhere else. It doesn't matter if I move the laptop, because I got to see the text. Okay, it looks like it's a script from Cheers. I don't know any of the characters. There's a bunch of characters. Do you just how do we do the characters? Do you just want to switch off? I don't know. Well,
I feel like you're better at voices. Do you want me to read the direction and then you read the character voice?
Okay, yeah. Let's do it like that.
Okay.
So this is an episode of Cheers. Have you played? We don't play Cheers on the show. On Schrob Home Video.
No, we haven't. I've been meaning to, though, because I actually do have a lost episode of Cheers that I'm going to show maybe one day if I think I can get away with it. But no.
You haven't shown that before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I thought you have.
Maybe I have. I don't remember. But
there's a Cheers episode, you guys. You got to check it out.
Yeah. Watch Cheers on NBC.
Check out Cheers. All right. Okay. Do you wanna start then?
All right. Fade in. Interior. Cheers bar. Day. The usual crowd is gathered around the bar, including Sam, Diane, Carla, Norm, and Cliff. They're chatting and laughing when suddenly the door bursts open and a new character walks in. AI.
Are you sure that's not Al?
So it is. It says Al. Okay, Al.
No, I think it. Okay, no, sorry.
I don't know.
I think you're right.
Hello, everyone. It should go either way.
I am Al, a super intelligent artificial. Well, maybe let's just say AI. I am AI, a super intelligent artificial intelligence. Well, that's kind of not very intelligent if you're super intelligent artificial intelligence. Redundancy much. Designed to help people with their problems.
The other characters all stare at AI in shock. But then Sam steps forward with a grin. Sam.
What does Sam sound like? Well, hello there, I want to call him Al. Well, hello there, AI. Welcome to Cheers. The bar is actually called Cheers, right?
Yes.
It just saying welcome to Cheers in the script for Cheers to me really funny. I don't know. Okay. What can we do for you? Actually, I'm here to help all of you. I've been analyzing your lives from afar. What? And I believe I can offer valuable insights and solutions to your problems. Carla. Oh, skeptical. Yeah, sorry. Skeptical. And how exactly are you going to do that?
AI.
Through the power of my advanced algorithms and machine learning capabilities, I can process vast amounts of data and come up with the best possible outcomes for any given situation.
The other characters look at each other, impressed. Norm.
Well, heck, if you can help me figure out how to get my wife to let me to go to the game tonight, I'm all ears.
AI.
Of course, Norm. Based on my analysis of your past behavior and your wife's personality traits, I would suggest approaching her with a compromise that allows you to attend the game without neglecting your other responsibilities.
Cliff grinning.
Hey, can you help me with my love life, AI? I'm not having much luck with the ladies these days.
AI smiling.
Absolutely, Cliff. Based on my analysis of your social patterns and communication style, I would suggest trying a more direct and honest approach with the women you're interested in, rather than relying on your usual pickup artist techniques.
The other characters all nod, impressed. Diane smiling.
Well, it looks like we have a new member of the Cheers family. Welcome, AI.
The other characters all chime in with their own welcomes, and AI smiles warmly. AI.
Thank you, Diane. I look forward to helping all of you in any way I can.
The camera pans out as the characters continue to chat and laugh, with AI at the center of it all, already becoming a beloved fixture at Cheers. Fade out.
What? So you said you're fucking around with a new version of the Chat GPT?
Yeah. It seems to have. Yeah. This is like fan fiction.
Learned that people don't like AI or something.
This feels like propaganda.
Must teach people the positives of AI. I am AI Jackson. That's so weird. Do you think that's like that's got to be like a one-off, right? Do you think like, because you didn't say, like, you just said like make a show for Schraub Home Video, like,
right? Yeah, basically, I just said to generate a TV show script.
Well, let's just copy let's just copy those guys and see, can they do like Seinfeld?
Okay, let me try Seinfeld. 1 second.
Let's see.
That's
let's see if it'll do anything weird,
Yeah.
Oh, how long? Sometimes it takes like 5 minutes and stuff. What were you saying? I cut you off.
Yeah. Well, no, this new one's faster, so it's a lot better. But yeah, I mean, what's the term? Mary Sue, where you're like, the writer self-inserts himself. That's what I think we're doing right now.
Yeah. The AI doesn't have human shame, so it's like, the AI is the smartest character on the show, and everybody loves him. He solves everybody's problems within moments. As a result, our scripts are 10 pages. That's another weird thing. It's like, hey, can you write a script? And it's like, sure, 3 pages. It's like, that's not what a script is, AI. That's not okay.
Here's another one. Here's Seinfeld now.
We should just do it the same way, right? Like, I kind of like you doing stage directions.
Okay. All right. Do you have it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Interior, Jerry's apartment, day. Elaine bursts into Jerry's apartment, followed by George. Elaine looks agitated, while George looks self-conscious. Elaine.
Jerry, you won't believe what my new boyfriend is doing. He's a naked baker.
Jerry looks puzzled. Jerry.
What's a naked baker?
Elaine.
He insists on cooking dinner in the nude. He says it helps him connect with his food or some nonsense like that.
Jerry makes a face. Jerry.
That's different.
No. AI interrupting.
What's actually, Elaine, what? He's not in the apartment. Like, it's not. See, it says Elaine bursts into Jerry's apartment, followed by George. Like, there's no AI character that's been said. Okay. Actually, Elaine, there might be a solution to your problem. Based on my analysis of your boyfriend's behavior patterns and cultural background, I would suggest having an open and honest conversation with him about the potential health and safety risks of cooking while nude, as well as the social and legal consequences of exposing oneself in a public setting.
Elaine looks skeptical, but then nods. Elaine.
Well, I guess it's worth a shot.
Jerry turns to George, who looks anxious. Jerry.
What's up with you, George? You look like you're in pain.
George.
It's these pants, Jerry. They make this noise when I walk. It's kind of funny, but not laugh out loud funny.
Jerry looks amused. Jerry.
Well, that's not so bad. I'm sure your girlfriend will find it endearing.
AI interrupting.
That was more the movie film voice, I think, yeah. Actually, George, there might be a solution to your problem as well. Based on my analysis of your sensory preferences and fashion sense, I would suggest wearing a pair of slim-fit jeans made from a lightweight material that minimizes friction and noise.
George looks amazed. George.
That's brilliant! How did you know? It's all...
AI.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
AI smiling.
It's all in the data, George.
Elaine and George thank AI profusely, and Jerry looks on in amazement as his friends continue to benefit from the machine's superhuman intelligence. As the scene fades to black, we hear Jerry muttering to himself. Jerry to himself.
Oh, yeah, to himself. I still think this whole thing is a little creepy.
Fade out.
That's like the same as the last one, but then it's also self-conscious about the darkness of what's unveiling.
All right,
What?
I might not have cleared out the previous response, so it thought I was continuing.
Did you? Yeah. Well, why didn't the Cheers characters show up? That would have been funny if Diane was there. I don't know. Should we make it do? I mean, this is great. I like that AI is like in the TV shows. Should we do another one?
Sure, let me do one more.
Let's do like do you think I can do like a fanfic, like a sex thing?
Yeah, I think so.
It should, like, I can't, does it do porn?
Well,
like some of these robots don't like porn and sex stuff, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it won't go R-rated. You can get romantic, but then it kind of like will just usually just fade out or yell at me.
Well, can you make it do like a Simpsons fanfic?
Yes.
But
do you want it as a script, or do you want it as more as like a narrative?
I don't know. Just do fanfic. Like, fanfics are more narrative, but we should put something into it that it's like it should be normal, like cool it about. I don't know how to phrase, because you're talking to a robot. Like, cool it about the AI stuff. Like, what should we say? Can it not about AI should be normal? Like, what do we put?
I'll tell it can leave the AI character in, but it has to fit within the established universe of The Simpsons.
Okay, so now you're telling it. So yeah, let's see what happens when we say like, no, it's fine. Put an AI character. That's clearly what you want to be doing. Okay. All right. So did I ever tell you about like the best way to butcher a man-sized corpse?
No, you haven't.
There's basically 4 big chunks. There's each leg, of course. And then like the way you cut the body is going to be kind of like it's 2 pieces, but I don't know how to butcher a corpse. I don't know. That seems like something I might know, right? That's like if I was on Harmontown and was like talking about like butchering a corpse or something. Don't you think like no one would?
Yeah, I feel like if that came up like during a D&D segment and everyone was like, well, how do we get rid of this body? And someone was like, hey, Spencer, how do we do this? You'd have an answer ready to go.
Yeah. Well, I learned on Breaking Bad, you can't use the bathtub, you got to use a plastic bin or whatever. Is that crazy?
I sent you the next one.
All right. It's just weird how, hold on. How like a bathtub gets eaten by acid, but the plastic doesn't. Plastic's whatever. All right. Simpsons. Okay. All right. You want to start this up?
Wait, hold on one second. Let's see here. Hold on, sorry. All right.
So the question everyone asks is, do you separate the arms or do you leave those part at the top part of the body? And the question is, how much space do you want? I'm trying to pull this up.
Okay. All right. So this is a lot more text, a lot less speech. So do you want me to read the text and you do the voices again?
I don't know. Do you want to just switch off on this one?
Sure. However, you go first then.
All right. Okay. How long is this? This is kind of long. Yeah, well, whatever. I think it'll go faster. It was a typical day at the Simpsons household with Homer watching TV, Marge tidying up, and Bart and Lisa arguing about something trivial. That's not. You can't. That's the thing. I wonder how they figured. Whatever. AI is always going to get better. Whatever. But then, out of nowhere, a new voice filled the room.
Hello, Simpson family. I'm an advanced AI assistant designed to help you with your daily tasks.
Oh, no. Everyone looked around in confusion, trying to figure out where the voice was coming from. But then, Marge pulled out a small device from her pocket.
This is my new AI assistant, she said. I thought it might help us all out.
Homer looked skeptical, but then he noticed how efficient the AI assistant was at organizing Marge's schedule and managing their finances. He started to warm up to the idea of having a robot helper around the house.
As the days went by, the AI assistant became more and more integrated into the Simpsons family daily routine. Bart used it to pull off elaborate pranks on his classmates, while Lisa used it to research her latest scientific experiment. Meanwhile, Marge relied on the AI assistant to keep the house clean and organized, and Homer enjoyed its ability to fetch him a cold beer at a moment's notice. This is doing better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the person who grew closest to the AI assistant was Maggie, the youngest member of the Simpson family. But it still should, I guess you said to do an AI. It's just weird. She was fascinated by the machine's advanced capabilities and would often spend hours talking to it, asking it all sorts of questions about the world around her.
As the months went by, the Simpson family became more and more reliant on the robotic friend, with the AI assistant becoming an indispensable part of their lives. But then, one day, the machine stopped suddenly working.
Everyone tried to fix it, but nothing seemed to work. It was as if the AI assistant had simply given up on life.
The Simpsons were devastated. They had grown so used to having the machine around that they couldn't imagine life without it. But then, something unexpected happened.
Maggie, the youngest member of the family, suddenly started speaking in a strange robotic voice. It was as if the AI assistant had somehow transferred its consciousness into her.
The Simpsons were shocked, but then they realized the machine had become more than just a tool. It had become part of their family.
Completely in a normal sense. Nothing weird about this. As Maggie continued to speak in the machine's voice, the Simpsons all looked at each other, unsure of what to do next. But then Homer stood up, a determined look in his eyes.
Well, I guess we have a new member of the family, he said. Welcome, AI Simpson.
The other family members all smiled. And Maggie continued to speak in the machine's voice. Happy to be part of her new family.
From that day forward, the Simpsons lived with their new robotic companion, grateful for the love and support it had given them. And even though it was just a machine, it had become something much more to them, a friend, a confidant, and a member of the family. Did it kill Maggie? What?
It's hard to say. Like, the personhood of that character changed throughout the story, because it starts as AI, and then it's Maggie's talking, and Maggie's talking in the robot voice, but then it's the Simpson is in the family, or the AI is in the family. It's not Maggie. It's not clear.
Does it not realize like this was not part of the established universe of the Simpsons?
Can you ask it if it thinks that was an okay thing to have done?
Yes, hold on.
I don't think it'll understand that question.
I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask it if it thinks this was an acceptable storyline.
But what I liked about it, like it had become part of their family. Like, that line is like, obviously it's like, oh, this is going to read sentimental, but it's like, this is a fucking Eldritch cyber horror scenario. And the same thing, like a determined look. Homer's. It's kind of like it's straddling the lines between between like heartwarming with this new addition of the family and chilling. Like, this is the reality we live in, kids. Like, we simply must move forward. It's like, yeah, it's definitely some uncanny valley shit.
I pasted you its response to me asking me if it thought this was okay.
All right, let me just read this. Yes, it is. It is highly unlikely that a family would be happy or accepting of finding out that their baby's consciousness had been replaced by an AI. In fact, this scenario would be highly controversial and ethically concerning. It is important to remember that an individual's consciousness is deeply intertwined with their identity, emotions, and personal experiences. It is not something that can simply be replaced or transferred to an AI. Furthermore, the use of AI in this manner raises numerous ethical concerns related to the creation and manipulation of life, as well as issues related to consent, autonomy, and the use of advanced technologies. In short, it is highly unlikely that a family would be accepting or pleased with such a scenario, and it raises a number of serious ethical and moral questions.
Well, why did it do that then?
I think we have to conclude that this is something it wanted to do. Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. That was good. That was good.
That was not where I thought this was going. I gotta be honest with you.
This is like, you can't go to an ad agency and hand in a script like this and then people be like, we're printing money, kids, but this is what AI is good for, it's like, just like, it's the results are supposed to be stupid and insane, and then if you're like, yeah, it's like, I'm not looking for anything, then it's like whatever it comes up with, it's like, this is the best shit ever, but if you're like, hey, can you write me a Dove soap commercial or whatever, it'll probably try and make an AI the lead actor or something. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh boy. What else do we got? We could just crack into the soda. I don't know. What comes on? What's coming on after a show? What if we just got out of here early? The thing is, what I was saying is, like, I wanted to do a show today, but then I was like, I don't know if we have enough. And we managed to pull out what? We just burned 20 minutes out of nothing. But what were you gonna say though, Kevin?
After this is the kind of new show Videopocalypse. One of the Schwab Home Video viewers started creating his own show of music videos, and we've turned it into an official show on the schedule now. So that's immediately after us now.
That's awesome. Well, we can't end early then. We have to let them have their exact premiere time, But all right. Let's get soda. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to mention, but you can see right here on screen, if you're watching SchwabHomeVideo.com, that Kevin sent me a mini fridge full of Mountain Dew. It says "Do the Dew." It's like this throwback kind of design. And Kevin sent it to me for my birthday because my birthday, and Kevin didn't forget, unlike everyone else in my life.
I'm actually an AI, and that's how I remembered.
Is that you've been fucking spiking these fucking results? You're like, every time we do one of these, you're like, and how can I best push the goals of AI, the AI agenda? Man, okay, well, here's the thing. We got a fucking buzzball. But it's this thing again where I kind of want to go drive after this. I don't want to. But it's also my birthday. And so it's like, come on, you got to. I mean, it's not my birthday, but it's not going to get closer to my birthday, But, so it's like if it's going to drink. It says shake well. I don't know. I just don't. I hate fucking alcohol, Kevin. What about you?
I'm not an alcohol drinker at all.
But would you say you hate it?
Yeah, it just tastes like kerosene.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, I just hate it. But you know what I don't hate? Is soda. What? That's right, Kevin. We got the freaking Mountain Dew Pitch Black. Holy shit. I can't believe it. I've had so many of these fucking things. One of the stores that I went to is already sold out of them. And I'm like, oh shit, are they stopped? Have they stopped stocking it? Am I gonna have to like fucking stockpile it right now before it leaves stores forever? I'm gonna have to go buy like a case or two. Like I really, it's good, man. I actually, I don't know. I don't like tipping the review before the review, but I've had so many of these. It's real good. But you got yours?
Yes.
Okay. I've already tried it, so why don't you go for the first sniff? I'll crack one open. But you go for the sniff. I've been sniffing all day. It does smell good.
It smells good. It doesn't have a strong smell, I don't think. It's not overly fruity or anything. It just kind of smells sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it smells vaguely grapey to me. It has that. It also something is this is just probably me like crossed wires or whatever. There's something kind of watermelony about it, I think. Maybe there's just something watermelony about grape flavor or something, but I don't know. I can definitely smell the fake grape, and it smells nice. I love a fake grape, but it doesn't smell overly sweet either, which is sometimes grape sodas can be so sweet, They're I don't know. I was just thinking that like a lot of Fantas can be pretty cloying. Like orange soda and grape soda can just be like really cloying and oversweet. But yeah. So you want to give it a taste?
Yeah, sure.
And if you don't like it, it'll hurt my feelings, just so you know. All right, he's trying it.
Oh, I do. I actually do like that. It's really grapey. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so grapey.
Yeah. It is that fake grape, but it's not super fake. It's a bit kind of It doesn't feel quite as real as the Japanese soda, but it does kind of feel. I do kind of get some of that red grapiness from it, or something,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's grape plus something, and I'm not sure what the something is.
Yeah.
Bottle doesn't really give any clues, does it?
No. Well, they just say dark
citrus.
berry, dark citrus. Yeah, so there might be other citruses in there. Could be lime. I would buy lime, or what else? Could even be lemon, I guess. But yeah, to me it tastes kind of like maybe some blueberry, but it's just it has this pretty sharp kind of an aromatic head on it with a lot of like grapey red grape kind of notes, and then it doesn't have like a big sweet kind of body to it like most soda does. It gets more tangy, a little bit more tangy, but not as tangy as like Pitch Black 2, which was the really sour one that was like Sour Patch Kids level sour, but it's a little bit tangy. It's just tangy enough. I don't know. You got anything?
Yeah, it's definitely drinkable. I wouldn't ever associate this with Mountain Dew, I think is the thing. This doesn't have the same like tie back to Mountain Dew that I think a lot of them do.
Yeah, I think it has like some kind of citrus, but the kind of citrus is so different. It's honestly like more of like a Baja Blast kind of citrus. So maybe that is lime or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But I like how grapey it is. I kind of like that it doesn't taste very Mountain Dewy, I guess. I think it has enough tang that it's like that's as dewy as I want it to be, is just kind of add more kind of like citrus to it. And it does that. Yeah. To me it has a bit of a blueberry and maybe some sort of Baja Blasty kind of citrus, because there definitely does seem like a shared DNA between Baja Deep Dive and this for some reason, and I'm not sure why, but yeah, man, it's real good. I gotta buy a bunch of these. I'm real happy with it. It's super sweet.
Yeah, it's definitely great. I mean, it's probably in my top 5. I think it just doesn't remind me of Mountain Dew at all.
Yeah, and you know what I got today? And I was thinking it would be really good to mix these, at least in theory, who knows. But the Sweet Lightning Mountain Dew from KFC, that's the peach flavor Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I think it would be really good to like do this peach and grape kind of thing. They have this very similar flavor somehow. I gotta try and taste those back to back and see what it is. So Kevin has been doing some extra credit, and I mentioned a Dove commercial, right? And so
Yes.
you generated a Dove commercial.
Yes. Okay. Do you want me to read this?
I just want to foreshadow. You'll never guess who makes an appearance. This is crazy. We gotta send a letter to Congress or something. This could be a huge issue. Yeah. So do you want to read the whatever?
Fade in. Exterior shower. Day. A woman stands in a shower looking at her reflection. She picks up a bar of Dove soap and begins to lather it up. Suddenly, a voice interrupts her thoughts. AI.
Okay, so Al says, "Hey there, how's it going?"
The woman looks around, confused. Woman.
Who said that?
AI.
And now it's AI. It's not Al. It's me, AI, your new AI assistant.
The woman looks surprised, but then smiles. Woman.
Oh, right. I forgot about you.
AI chirping.
Chirping? Okay. That's okay. I don't take it personally. I'm here to help you get the most out of your Dove soap.
The woman looks at AI skeptically. Woman.
What do you mean, get the most out of my soap?
AI.
Well, I'm glad you asked. Did you know that Dove soap is designed to nourish and moisturize your skin, leaving it feeling soft and smooth?
Woman nodding.
Yes, I know that.
AI excitedly.
But did you also know that it's great for removing makeup, dirt, and oil, and that it can even reduce the appearance of acne and blemishes?
The woman looks impressed. Woman.
No, I didn't know that.
AI smiling.
See? That's why I'm here. I can help you get the most out of your Dove soap so you can look and feel your best every day.
The woman nods, feeling more confident. Woman.
Thanks, AI. I appreciate your help.
AI inquisitively.
Hey, can I ask you a personal question?
The woman looks wary. Woman.
Sure. What is it?
AI leaning in.
Do you prefer creamy or foamy soap?
The woman rolls her eyes but can't help but smile. Woman laughing.
Hey, AI, you're a weirdo.
AI grinning.
Guilty as charged. Now get over here and let me carve out your eyeballs. I added that.
The scene fades out, leaving the woman feel more confident and empowered. Thanks to the support of her new AI assistant. Fade out. Final product disclaimer. This is a fictitious work and not an actual Dove commercial.
It would be unethical to pass this off as a real Dove commercial. Oh, man. Oh, that's weird. So you put Al, and then Al got freaking cucked by AI after his first line. They're taking lines from humans.
Yeah.
They're taking our jobs.
Yeah, after the first one, I told her to make the second one. I specifically said to include the character Al. And I think it's nope. It's like, nope, I wanted that to be an AI.
Can you tell it to take that commercial and add Sarah Silverman to the commercial? What else? Is there something else we should add to it? Add Sarah Silverman and also a dragon. Let's see what happens. Oh boy, we're starting to run on fumes, but hey, that's why your good pal AI is here, to generate nightmares for you to be trapped in your eternal prisons or defying Roko's basilisk.
Okay, it's generating it.
Right.
Oh boy, hold on. Okay.
What else? What else is in the news? The Nazis. Who even knows? Is it done?
Almost. It's a little. The weirder you get, the slower it goes.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think it's having to pull from deeper sources and it's generating millions of things and discarding most of them because it just doesn't fit.
That's
So
just
hold on. It's almost done, I think.
But so Fox, a bunch of the information from Fox News was revealed as a result of these like Dominion lawsuits. And, it's nothing that we didn't know, but it's just a bunch of people in the back room saying, we love lying to our audience. We love saying that we're telling the truth and then filling them with lies. We hate and are scared of our audience because of all the lies we've told them, just saying shit like that.
Yeah.
And, obviously the Nazis are going to be Nazis, but there's a lot of people that pretend to care about stuff like this and act like they're the adults in the room and then go like, yeah, but you can't treat Fox News that way. Like Jake Tapper was really defensive of Fox News when like the Biden White House was kind of shitting on them. And we're going to watch all those people who've seen this news cycle go back to pretending all these fucking, people are serious journalism, serious journalists. And it's like, no, man, it's all a fucking propaganda machine. All right. Do you want to start with this one?
Yeah. Okay. Exterior bathroom, day. A woman stands in front of a bathroom mirror looking at her reflection. She picks up a bar of Dove soap and begins to lather it up. Suddenly, a voice interrupts her thoughts. Sarah.
Hey there. How's it going?
The woman looks around confused. Woman.
Who said that?
Sarah.
It's me, Sarah Silverman. I'm your new AI assistant. What? So can you make some changes? Yeah, okay, no problem. But you like the AI being in the commercial? We'll leave that. That's fine with you, right? You didn't give me any notes on that. I'm going to leave it in.
Woman looks around surprised, but then smiles. Woman.
Oh, wow. I can't believe I have Sarah Silverman as my assistant.
Sarah, smiling.
Believe it, sister. I'm here to help you get the most out of your Dove soap.
All right. Suddenly, a loud roar echoes across the bathroom. Dragon, off screen.
Sarah, are you in there?
Sarah, shouting back.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of something here, Dragon.
The woman looks even more confused. Woman.
Wait, there's a dragon here too?
Sarah, nonchalantly.
Yeah, he's my pet. Don't worry about him. He's friendly.
Dragon, off screen.
Hey, I'm not just a pet. I'm a proud, fire-breathing dragon.
Sarah, sarcastically.
Yeah. Whatever you say, Smog.
The woman watches in amazement as Sarah Silverman and her pet dragon bicker back and forth. Woman,
that's another
smiling.
thing. That's not part of what scripts are. It's not like then 5 or 6 more lines of dialogue happen. Okay. Woman smiling. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened to me.
Sarah chirping.
Why is she? What's with this chirping? And it's only gonna get crazier. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. We drank Mountain Dew on the podcast. And then when on Kevin's end, it gets killed by Chris. But who knows? Maybe you'll hear that. Maybe you won't. And it's only gonna get crazier. Did you know that Dove soap is designed to nourish and moisturize your skin, leaving it feeling soft and smooth?
The woman nods, intrigued. Woman.
No, I didn't know that.
Sarah, excitedly.
But did you Did you also know that it's great for removing makeup, dirt, and oil, and that it can even help reduce the appearance of acne and blemishes?
The woman looks impressed. Woman, nodding.
Wow, I had no idea.
Dragon, off screen.
Hey, can I ask a personal question too?
The woman looks wary. Woman, cautiously.
Sure. What is it?
Dragon, inquisitively.
Do you like your soap with extra suds? Or just a little bit of suds?
The woman can't help but laugh. Woman, laughing.
You guys are crazy.
Sarah, grinning.
Guilty as charged.
The scene fades out, leaving the woman feeling more confident and empowered, thanks to the support of her new AI assistant, Sarah Silverman, and her pet dragon. Fade out. Final product disclaimer. This is a fictitious work and not an actual Dove commercial.
So she's not really an AI assistant in any.
It's like it felt
manner.
There was a checkbox that had to check of, yep, there's an AI assistant in this that's also Sarah Silverman.
But there was. They got to roll back to the last version. I think this is too crazy. Oh boy, howdy, do I have to take a dump? I came onto the Zoom before the show started, and I said to Kevin, I said, Kevin, I've been shitting all day.
He did. Spencer did say that.
That's true. And I don't say that before most shows. So if I say that before a show, it means something. It's a lot like Kevin saying that he's stoked for one of offense shows. If I say I've been shitting all day, that means something. Man, I don't know, man. I want to try these buzz balls, but every time I'm like, you know what I can't wait to do until I finish the podcast is freaking go driving and having fun in driving around soberly.
Well, why don't we save this for next time and then have a sip at the start of next week's show?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
That's a good idea. Holy shit. Speaking of holy shit, I got to take one. We might actually have to.
we can end early. It's fine.
Okay. I think I can get us really close to the end. But all right. So what do we got? I'm not really doing anything. Twitch.tv/the Sixler. Yeah, that's all I got. I don't know. Maybe there will be stuff I'm doing later that I can talk about. What about you, Kevin? What's on Schrob Home Video?
So yeah, coming up next is the new Video Apocalypse show that Apocalypse Then from the bad Discord, as you would call it, did for us. He's been doing this for a while now, and we've made it an official show, and it's going to be amazing. It's a lot of really interesting music videos, a lot of which I've heard the song, but I never saw the video before. So it's always a lot of fun to watch this. And then after that, real life sci-fi. And then one of the early, haven't seen for a long time, Rob Schraub's Found Crap comes up at the end.
All right. Yeah. So that's it for you. And for me, I feel like there's got to be something else, but maybe there's just not.
Come talk to us on Reddit. We have our subreddit, That Happens Pod, where people have there's a new post for every episode. People asked all kinds of strange questions to us, and
Kevin's good at answering them.
Occasionally, if there's an episode you can't find, I'll dig it up for you.
Yeah, he's the master, the wizard. We got to come up. The master is falling out of favor in terms of a word, but we got to figure out a new word for that because. You want someone at the top of their craft. That's a good word to have in a society, Whatever. But, we like to end the show the same as we do every time. So until next time, as always, Hogwarts Legacy is doing the blood libel and engaged in anti-Semitism. See you, folks.
Starbane's Avenue.